everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name's Chitra Moon. Today we're going to talk about what people do not like about you. We have 5 beautiful images, and because we have 5 beautiful images today, 5 options, I'm going to go ahead and give you the go-ahead that if you want to draw more than one pile, you can totally do so for this reading. But I'm going to give you 5 seconds to go with the one that really pulls you in. Don't focus on the fact that they're female. Don't focus on the fact of, what they may look like. Go with their energy, the energy that the image brings to the thumbnail. That's the one that you're gonna be choosing. So I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to do so. Please feel free to pause the video if need be, but I'm gonna give you 5 seconds starting now. Okay, so if you picked pile 1, let's find out what people don't like about you. First of all, I just wanna explain how this is gonna work. We're gonna look at the cards. There's a lot of them today. And then I'm gonna go into remote viewing. I'm not gonna look at names of people today or signs or initials. I'm just gonna go into particular situations that may be for some people watching this. Also, I have to add, before we get started, if there's anything that you like about the video or if it resonates at all, please consider subscribing. By doing so, I can better tune into your energy moving forward. With future pick a cards. If you'd like to book a reading with me, check the first link in the description box. If you'd like to see more readings from me, check the second link in the description box. Okay, pile 1, we're starting with a bang here. Okay, I drew a card here from our beautiful Starseed Oracle deck. And you got lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned. Anything unaligned must go. I felt like when I picked this card that there could be some people here who have just recently felt like maybe they've had more haters than usual. I do feel like when I look at this card mixed with the background cards, there is some sort of a leveling up, okay? There's been something that has happened to you, for your benefit. There's a leveling up of self-love. There's a leveling up of confidence. Now, if you've always been confident, this is still your pile, okay? I just feel like there could be a lot of people who are not liking this transition. Now, you may be wondering, well, how do they know? Honestly, people can feel things regardless if you tell them what's going on in your life or not. It could literally even be through subtle cues, okay? I just feel like you're very busy. You're on your own path. You're on your own journey. You have somehow taken the rose-colored glasses off, or you've lifted the veil within your own life, and you can see, the image on this card is her looking through her window with new eyes, okay? I just feel like with this pile, and we're going to go more in depth with individual cards, but I just feel like it just seems to me like, I don't know, I can't be held down. I just can't be held down anymore. I just feel like there's something with, being unattainable, unreachable, can't be, brought down, can't be held down, something along those lines. Like the soul at this point at this time of watching this reading is very strong. Like your spirit is very strong. And I feel like people are feeling that. Okay. So there could be people right now, that you are questioning with this card. Anybody who is within your vicinity that does not feel like, they're meant to kind of continue. These are the people who are not liking you at the moment, okay? There may be others, but at this moment of just looking at this card, I just feel like there's people who are still in your environment who are not meant to kind of continue on your path, okay? So those are the people I'm sensing right off the bat who are not liking you. I don't know that they're liking the new you or they're liking what's happening within your life. And if that's the case, they have to go because, when you are becoming aligned and you are leveling up within your soul progression, you're going to find that people will not be able to follow you going forward, okay? I have the 5 of Pentacles here. We have a woman who's walking away from poverty mindset. Again, there's a confidence that's building. She's looking out on this card with the 3 of Wands of, what can I do in my life? There's a self-focus here. There's progression. There's wanting to really go inwards. So if you've been noticing that since you've been taking time for yourself, or if you're a person who does that anyways, where it's just all about you all the time, which, oh my God, nothing wrong with that. Like, please don't listen to society, okay? Like, you just love your own company, or you're starting to enjoy your own company. And through that self-love, unfortunately, I feel like there's people who are not liking this, okay? Because then there's no time for them, or even their drama, because Five of Pentacles, you know, it's a very weird energy where when you're embodied by those types of people, it's nothing like of substance, you know, it's like the same old, talking, you know, about stupidity, like nothing to offer, nothing to bring. So I feel like we're moving away from that. And I feel like your head is actually becoming very clear with this Ace of Swords. But I see another thing here. You could be a truther, okay? I know that meaning has many different terms, but in this, with respect to this reading, what I'm seeing here is someone who's telling it like it is. So you could have always been like this, but there could be some people who have been feeling like very vocal lately. At the time that you're watching this reading, there may have been people you've spoken to or you've maybe unleashed some truth on that are not happy about it, okay? It is something that needed to be said, so I don't feel like there was no purpose to this, but I just, again, with the Empress, you're coming into your power, and when you come into your power, you'll find that you will speak more. You will speak. You won't hold down yourself anymore. You're not gonna hold your tongue. You're not going to, just for the sake of getting along, get along. You're gonna talk. You're gonna speak. You're gonna say, you know, what's up. And if someone does need to be, you know, told something because maybe nobody around them is saying it, it's gonna be you. So I feel like people don't like this communication of yours. Now, as I'm going on in this reading, I'm definitely sensing two groups here. People who have always been like this, and then people who have just started to become like this. So I'm definitely at this point feeling two sets of people. Regardless, it's gonna resonate with both. But look at this woman. Look at this woman. She has freedom. Okay, this is the card of freedom. Casual being single or lightness. So it doesn't have to be about being single, but she's free. She's like in a good place. You know, unfortunately, you know, we're not completely ascended here on Earth. So, you know, to expect everybody to be happy with this, it's just not gonna fly, okay? But she's happy for herself. She's in a sense of lightness where she feels like she can do anything. Maybe there's also a lot that you've kind of overcome in your life, and people kind of wonder like how, or they maybe get a sense like, well, how can I, you know, do that, you know? There's a jealousy with this, I feel like I'm picking up on right now. So if you've overcome a lot in your life and you literally like dug deep and like worked on it, other people might be, and you know, it is a process, journey to journey. So I don't even know sometimes if you can teach that, but unfortunately, I feel like people are like wondering, like they're side-eyeing or scratching their head as to kind of like how you could be this free with, you know, with respect to like what's happened to you, you know? How are you this happy? How are you this free? How are you this like carefree? How? I feel like this also can point to people who tend to keep themselves in a state of freedom. So again, she doesn't look like somebody on this card that you can pin down, okay? There could be people out there who don't like you because they can't get you on a schedule. So I'm seeing with this someone who is really just going with the waves of life. You know, they take day by day, you know, they're not like in a control energy or trying to control people, and they definitely don't like people who are controlling them. So this is not an energy with this pile that you're gonna be able to put on a schedule. So if you come across as somebody who doesn't like answer texts on time, or, you know, you just, you know, if someone asks you to do something, you're like, yeah, I'll let you know, but you just don't get back to them. I mean, on your end, there's nothing wrong with that, but for them, they don't like this, okay? They do not like this about you. Like, again, I'm getting this sense like I can't pin this person down. I cannot pin pile one down. This is a big problem for others. And you could sense this with friendships. You could sense this also with lovers too. But you know what? I just feel like I have to say something about that at this point. You know, as a grown woman myself, which I know not everybody can be grown. You know, you have a lot of 40-year-old women, even 50 and 60-year-old women who are walking around and, you know, they just haven't reached their full potential. But if you are still at a point in life where you are fazed by people who don't text back or text back at a certain time, I don't know what to tell you. You know, you got to do some serious work, okay? Because it's just not everything in life. And, you know, people have their own lives. And, you know, if it's meant to be, it will be. So I just wanted to insert my opinion on that, even though I'm not talking to the people who are upset about that. But gossip is here. We have neighbors, small talk, and grapevine. So I feel like people, they do engage with a lot of gossip. You could be also somebody who has a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about regarding you. You know, I haven't even got into the rest of the cards. I'm wondering how long this reading is going to be, but like, let's just lift this card up. Winning. We've got winning, okay? You are winning. And I think people also talk a lot about your achievements. So your achievements, and never mind that, look, you have good luck here. You have good luck. Good luck surrounds you. You know, I don't know that people know what to do with this. I think all they can do is gossip. Because again, I just don't feel like people can reach you, okay? I think you're very protected. You're protected. And that's what this card says too. That's where I'm getting that from, cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. I think the universe does a good job of, you know, sussing out people for you. And that could talk about like your guides, your intuition, you know, who you feel gravitated towards. You know, I think at this point, you're only looking for people who you have a deep connection with. So you're not open to everybody, but like, I don't know. Also here too, sorry, target, you have a goal-oriented person. So you're hitting a lot of like, you know, milestones in your life. And whether it's, you know, I'm not saying it has to be materialistic, but it could be just the fact that you are at peace with yourself. Do you know how many people, like, you know, never mind material things. Do you know how many people on this earth go their whole lifetime trying to find inner peace? But you have it. You have it. And that is such a precious gift. And I feel like that's what's coming through here of what people don't like about you is, again, this freedom that you have. You know, you're likable, you're light, you know, you keep it, you know, airy, pleasant. But again, like there's a barrier here. There's a barrier. Like only certain individuals can cross that veil. Okay. Again, I'm going to lift up this card, like questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. So a very picky person here with who they spend time with, who they completely engage with. Again, I'm not saying that you're not pleasant. I'm not saying that you're not a nice person, but I just feel like there's boundaries. There's, you know, like a confidence. There's like self-love. It's too much for people. And you're coming across as the Empress, okay? I will say, just because this is a general reading, there could be some of you out there who are mothers, and there could be some people who don't like you because maybe you do have a really beautiful family and everything looks really nice. Or I know this sounds terrible, but some people can be very jealous of people who have beautiful kids or kids who are very successful. So I have to put that there as the mother, but also very creative, very creative. Look at this card. Breathe in the bliss, exhale the BS, okay? We're not having it today. So while you're very pleasant, while you can get along, you know, should there be a situation like, you know, at work, you're not going to penetrate her etheric field, okay? Do you see her field? Do you see how strong the energy is around her? She's protected. Not only that, she's doing her own job, okay, as far as protecting herself. So I just feel like people can't get to you, okay? And again, this goes for anybody. Might even be family to some degree. You know, maybe family is quite forceful with you, and you're just like, hey, like, you know, we're going to have some boundaries here. It doesn't matter who you are. You have I want you, and then we have you don't know how hard it was to let you go. So I think a lot of people do feel gravitated towards you, and they do want you like right off the bat. Like I feel like your energy is so like thrilling, okay? It's enticing, And again, I think it's because you've mastered something along those lines because of what I've just spoken about. Because when you can have that type of energy, it can be very, very alluring to others. Okay, very. I mean, who likes the opposite? Just ask yourself that as far as human nature. Who likes clingy people? Who likes people who seem like they are desperate? Who likes people who seem like they have so much problems and issues? Who likes that? Okay. I think there's some people here who have had to allow you to leave their life. This is hard for them to accept. So I think this card came out because there's some people here who have people in the background who have had to let them go. And these people are still reeling from it. They haven't healed yet regarding you. And maybe these are even people that you've shut the door on. They also don't like this, okay? The fact that we've broken paths or we've burned bridges. This is hard. This is hard for them. We have position of authority. There could be some people here who are in a position of authority, okay? Whether that be you are an employer, or you have a lot of accolades, or you've received a lot of successes, or you're just literally in a position of authority, which it's very, blatant here. This could be something that's very jealous. There's something very, very jealous about this. But this could even just be like your bravado, like the way you carry yourself. I mean, look at the image that you chose here on the thumbnail. I mean, she's walking into that room hot, okay? She's on fire. She's ready to go. She doesn't look like you can mess with her. She's beautiful. She's enticing. She's creative. I mean, even her outfit is stunning, okay? So you could really have like it all going on for you. But I just feel like when I look at this spread as a whole, I can't pin this pile down and I can't get to these people. It's hard to. This is not the pile you're going to bully at this point, in time. This is not the pile that you're going to be able to get on a schedule. This is not the pile that you can push around or try to play games with. They will see right through it. You could be very intuitive with this pile. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Let's pick up a crystal and start with the remote viewing. I'm just going to go with like 2 or 3 things. So just, be patient. If the first one doesn't resonate, we'll just go to the next one. And if nothing resonates, don't worry. This was here for you as well, too. And if it still didn't resonate, just understand it can't resonate every week. That would be absurd. Okay. So let's get in here. Okay. I feel like there's some lingering females that need to go. I don't know if that's these 2 people here on the card who are gossiping, but there's some lingering females who I feel like you've set the record straight with or you've pulled back from, but they're still within your energy field. As in you probably see them here and there. I feel like I feel like it's 2 of them, or it could be like 1, but I feel like it's 2. They need to like go completely. We need to cut ties with these people. They're not for our benefit and they're actually talking about us in a really, really nasty way. They probably take pleasure with each other in talking about you. It's just sick and sad. So I feel like there's some females here that are still lingering around that need to go. They just don't have your best interest at heart. And I feel like you're trying to maybe keep it pleasantries, just because, to keep it like surface. But to me, I feel like it needs to be ended completely. Okay, I have a divine masculine coming through who is not liking this change. I feel like there's been a change in behavior. It could be you like evolving somehow to like the point where you're just kind of keeping it brief or distant when you used to be different. So I feel like there's a divine masculine coming through who does not like either the new you or the way you're going about things with them anymore. Okay, this is bizarre. I'm getting someone who's watching who has purses, like really nice purses. And I'm not even getting a brand here. I don't care what brand it is. You are hated for your purses. Like how flippin' pretty is that? That probably will resonate with one person. But if you get a lot of compliments on your purses or people always looking at the purses, this would be an indicator that this is like validating for you. But that's coming through. Okay, I have a collective of people who are not liking the one-sided relationship that you're offering, or there's no effort somehow with getting to know them. I feel like this is they don't like this. You just don't put in any effort in. you're always off doing something, or you cancel plans. I'm getting a collective of energies. So this is not just one person. And so this is maybe more pointing towards your personality. Okay, so some of you might have a really beautiful family, and it's sad for me to say this, but I feel like some people don't, like, they hate you for this. And I'm not saying that you're a mother. This could be like even your family, like your parents, you're like a big family, or if it's even a small one, it's just, I feel heavily protected by family. And it's something that people are like, wow, like, you know, I wish I had that. I wish I had, you know, that type of support. I wish I had those type of people. So it's coming through as jealousy. Okay, this is bizarre. I don't know if anybody who's watching has a social media page, whether that be Facebook or Instagram. I'm feeling like jealousy for the way it looks. It either looks really professional or you take beautiful photos, but I'm getting like stealing captions or stealing ideas, or you could have a lot of people who want to imitate your type of like your social media, but I'm getting that like they don't like you for how well received you are online. Weird. And that could even be, even if you're not taking professional photos, just maybe how many comments and likes you get. That's also petty. Okay, I have a person coming through who is female, who I feel like does not like you because of how many friends you have or how many people like you. This person's very different though. They're very shy, they're very introverted, and they want your personality. So they're pretending like they like you, like, because maybe they would want to have a friend like you, but really there's some ulterior motive here to kind of siphon energy. This is weird. Either you know this person right now, or maybe you're gonna be meeting them. I'm not sure. I'm also getting a professor who doesn't like you. So if there's some people here who are in university who are trying their best in a particular class, but you're just feeling like this weird, awkward energy from a professor, I'm getting they don't like you. And you need to like believe yourself with that if you feel it. Okay, I'm feeling this is hard to relay. I'm feeling like someone's mother doesn't like them. There could have been a tumultuous relationship their whole life with the mother, and they never could understand. But I feel like I'm being guided to say, like, you need to just be told, like, they don't like you. And that's why it's been like this. So stop trying to grasp for all these different reasons or what could be happening here. Just understand that they don't like you, because if they did, they wouldn't treat you like this, and move on. That's hard. Okay. That's all I'm getting for now. So yeah, again, if this resonated with you or if you enjoyed this at all, please consider subscribing. By doing so, I can better tune into your energy moving forward with future picker cards. Have a wonderful day, pile one, and I wish you all the best. Two, okay. Wow. Pile two. Okay. Before we get into it, I just want to say a couple things. If there's anything that you like about this reading or if it resonates at all, please consider subscribing to the channel. By doing so, I can better pick up on your energy with future pick-a cards. So please do that. If you'd like to book a reading with me, check the first link in the description box. If you'd like to see more readings from me, check the second link in the description box. Pile two, I don't know what to say. This is a pile who probably really wants to find out what's happening, in their life, because they've probably had a lot of certain situations that have plagued them. And then they've probably wondered, like, what is happening? Why do people not like me? You are probably more, than not watching this reading because you legit want to find out what the hell is happening. Okay, I picked this card for you from the Rebecca Campbell Starseed Oracle deck. You have empathic Starseed. Honey, you signed up for this. Okay, you are an energetic sovereignty. You are exuding energetic sovereignty, and you're absorbing what is not yours. So this has been tough for you. This has been a tough life. Yeah, she's looking right at the mirror. You've projected, like, people are projecting off of your energy, and it's just probably been a common theme in your life. You are probably showing them back or mirroring back to them what they exude, and they don't like it. This is a soul, a type of person who has picked this pile, who literally has been through trials and tribulations. That probably those two words, trial and tribulations, is something they probably use often, okay? Those two words. It's like my life, I could write a book. My life is like a success story. It's actually, in some cases, maybe even a survivor story. I just feel like this is the pile. I mean, we're only on pile 2 so far, but you have been hated your whole life, and it's almost like sad in a way. Like, my heart goes out to you, because it's not even that you're doing anything in particular. It's almost like, you're a very strong starseed, okay? You're here for a reason. You're here to shake up things. You're here to show people, help humanity by showing them or triggering them. There could be something here of a triggering, definitely. Or there's a projecting or a mirroring. Like, you're doing it with your energy, okay? This hasn't been an easy life. And I think to this day, you probably still feel these types of energies of hate. You don't know what you do. You just kind of be yourself, and it's just hard. Now, I'm not saying that you haven't found your tribe or that there are people who like you. I'm just today only talking about those who don't like you. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. So we have the Wheel of Life, the karmic cycle. It's almost like a destined type of service. I know, guys, you're probably going to be like, wow, really? Are you telling me I chose this? I want you to know I'm one too, okay? And I've had to deal with more people that don't like me than do like me, okay? And the people who do like me, they're definitely soul tribe. They get it right off the bat. You probably do feel like when you do meet people who like you, it's like instant. It's not like a warming up to. It's either people who really do like you, and then other people who don't like you, don't. But I have to say here with the lovers, there's a ton of projecting, okay? There's a ton of mirroring. People don't like you because you show them qualities in themselves that they don't like. And that's hard for them to digest, okay? You wake them the F up with the Judgment card. It's something that just happens. So you're even being sent as a catalyst into people's lives to show them what they need to do. Maybe even put them on the right path somehow. But that's no easy task, because people don't react, it's just a fact, to those types of things well. They usually hate the person who does it to them, and I'm talking energetically, or even if you're literally trying to help people or show them the way, you're usually hated for it. Just think of a mother when she's trying to warn her kid. The kid will manipulate and say, okay, you're trying to control me. He won't see where the mother is coming from. This is kind of what's happening here. Now, you could be a mother, but it doesn't have to be in that scenario. I'm just trying to give you an example. But I just feel, even energetically, without you even doing anything, people are not taking well to your energy. They're not ready for you. That's what I really want to say. They are not ready for you. So those, again, that you are connecting to, they're probably your soul tribe, okay? They're probably resonate with your energy. There could be elements of them that are just like you. So again, there's probably that, okay? This girl looks so free. She looks so happy. She looks so positive. She looks like herself. She's unique. I mean, everything about her is unique. Does she look like someone that you would see out and about? No, she's creative. But what's most important is she's happy with who she is. She's really like sweet, She's authentic. It says show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. So don't get hung up on the way that she looks. I just feel like with you guys, it's unfortunate, but people, I feel like, don't like this about you, okay? Why are you so happy? What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you so cheerful? Why are you laughing all the time? There could be even people here who are hated for their life because they have no problems. Guys, that is so real. I can't even tell you. Like, people out there who have chaos in their life will hate you because your life is so smooth, when they don't even realize that they're choosing those chaotic lives, okay? They probably like it. That's why it keeps coming back to them. Or they're not making changes within their life to do something different and get a different result, okay? You're beautiful. You're not just beautiful on the outside, you're beautiful on the inside. My God, you're a true gem. You're a true gem. You're valuable, you're high quality, and we have jewelry here. Okay, so for some of you, I have to say, just because it's a general reading, there could be some of you who have really nice jewelry, and you're hated for that too. So if if you've accumulated on your own, or if someone's giving it to you, it doesn't matter. Your jewelry could be looked at or watched, which is so sickening. Okay, again, material world, right? We're still living in that. But you are a true gem. You came here to sparkle, you came here to shine, and more importantly, you came here to help with the ascension of humanity. So it's a tough task. It's a tough task. It really is. With the moon here, when you're asking for a topic of what people don't like about you, it's going to be hidden. There's something hidden. With the moon, there's always something brewing underneath. It's not something that we can see. I feel like with the tower, though, you've shaken a lot of people up. You've probably wakened, people, even, and I'm talking about anybody, your family. You probably came in, you're like, I'm going to shake SHIT up here. I'm here to change. I'm here to do the different things. I don't want to fit in. I want to stand out. That standing out is getting, a lot of hate from others. I feel like also too, there could be elements of you that get very bored. With the Four of Cups, I don't know that anybody can just get into your circle. I don't know that you are, even though you're pleasant and, you could be a person who, I don't know, just really has this great energy. I don't know if it goes as far as to letting everybody in. So you could be quite bored around others and they don't like this as well too. So it could kind of result in maybe them thinking you're too good for them, or who are you? What's so great about you? I just feel like I'm hearing a lot of gossip that is nasty. What is so great about her or him? What's so great about them? Why are they who are they to ignore me? Who are they to talk to me like that? Judgment, again, waking people up. So he has that angel, has that trumpet in his mouth. He's probably waking people up, and it could be through many different various ways, including communication. Maybe that one who's going to say something. And, I'm not really getting a vulgar person or a person who is unstable. It could literally be just a few words, but you make the person think. You really do make them think. There could be a lot of truthers here, freedom fighters, all those things. Again, Starseed, you're empathic, you're absorbing everything around you, okay? I also do believe that with this pile, regardless if people know it consciously or not, they are picking up on this unique energy that you have. So there could be sometimes, and I wouldn't be surprised with this pile, should you do a past life regression, you probably would come through as the Federation, the Galactic Federation. I wouldn't be surprised, okay? You could have had a lot of really epic past lives where you were, doing something for humanity, okay? But now we're on Earth and we're in the trenches, okay? So I feel like here, whether people are picking up again on it consciously or not, your energy is bothering them, okay? You're a little too free with yourself. You're a little too happy, and you've got it a little too figured out for them. Again, what's so great about you? Why do you have these qualities? Now, you have past life on this card. You have knowing, deja vu, and past love. So I'm not going to lie, there could be a lot of people here who hate you, who have hated you many times over. These could be past life enemies, and it's interesting, they're getting a deja vu when they meet you. Maybe you've noticed too that maybe when people meet you, they kind of stare at you for a bit, and it's almost funny to you because you're probably looking at them oh my God, look at this one here. She's trying to figure out what she wants to do. Does she want to come towards me? Does she want to stay away? I could totally tell people are curious about me. It's the energy. They've met you before. Okay, so there's a lot of past life enemies coming. Check your birth chart. You could have a lot of 12th house placements. I have a ton of 12th house places. I have my sun in the 12th house. I have my Mars and my Mercury, okay? So you better believe I'm meeting a ton of people, and it would make sense for me because honestly, my family was my first bullies, okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if there were some people here who literally had to fight through to get out of their family because it was they just literally showed up on the scene and people didn't like them. It's like you didn't even get a chance to do anything. These people are just like, didn't like you, okay? And went out of their way to do something. Now, this is interesting over here. I am becoming a better person. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson, and my life is not together as it seems. So I think people don't like, again, maybe their higher selves are grateful for their spiritual lesson, but I just don't think the impact of meeting you, I don't think they like what it does to them, okay? I think with the my life is not as together as it seems, you have a way of seeing through the BS, okay? So people are not able to be fake with you. They're not able to like BS you. You probably notice a lot of people that stumble on their words because maybe they're used to like, spewing this BS. But when it comes to you, and it could be something with the eyes, people probably can't look you in your eyes. There could be something, we have an eye here. But I've noticed in my own life, when I look at people who have been doing whatever they've been doing for the longest time, they tend to stumble a lot on their words when they look at me. Because again, empathic starseed, you just can't BS us, okay? We can see right through you. Now, you have funnel here, okay? Period of frustrations, lessons to be learned. I feel like people not liking you has been a common theme. It's almost even blocked you. So I wouldn't be surprised here if people have taken it really up a notch and have literally blocked you from blessings because of this. Like maybe you haven't gotten jobs because of this. Maybe you haven't gotten picked for something because of this. Maybe in school there was problems. It's been an issue for you. So again, I'm saying like whoever's picked this pile, I would be shocked if you said you've been having a great time in life, okay? Because this is written everywhere on here. As far as this being a common theme of not being liked. I'm not saying that you care about being liked. I'm just saying you've experienced it, okay? And it could be with other women, it could be with men, but for a lot of people here, it could be with everybody, okay? You never really could tell whether someone liked you. Maybe people warmed up to you after a while, but there was always something there, like it wasn't a full, energy connecting to people, there was always something there that didn't smell right, okay? But with the funnel, I feel like this has been frustrating for you. It's been a common theme in your life. You've had to deal with it. And, if you look at the funnel, what happens with the funnel? Things go through it, right? But that's all clogged up. So I feel like it stopped you a lot. And look, we have rat. I wouldn't be surprised if some people here who have been attacked violently, there could be some here who have literally been attacked. Like people made even a campaign against them. And I'm just being sarcastic, but literally have went to the ends of, the earth to stop you or to, dampen your shine or to smear campaigns or ruin your image, but they can't touch you. That's the thing. You have a power within you. Doesn't matter what anybody says, they're not going to be able to get to you. Okay. You always provide, through your authenticity, just being you, showing the world what you got, what you have. And again, people who like you are going to be the right people who are sent to be around you, okay? Like you, support you. I'm not saying that everybody hates you, okay? But you have rat here, someone working against you behind your back. You've always felt like this, probably. It's just been a constant thing, it's like who to trust, really. And again, I'm going to say it for some of you here, you probably haven't been able to even trust your family because you just didn't feel a kindredness to them. It's like, who are these people? I come from these people? Really? We couldn't do better this time around? I'm definitely going to do better next time. Now, I don't know why this is popping up. I don't know if you are the fair woman or if there's a fair woman. I have to always take these cards very, very, very seriously because if you look at the deck, right? Let me just show you how big the deck is, okay? That's a lot of cards, over 100. If you get a woman or a person that comes out, you have to look at that. So I really feel like this could be important to one person. Either you are the fair woman and this is just a validation that this is your pile, or there's been a woman who has literally been out to get you. And she is a fair woman. She doesn't have to look like her. She doesn't have to don't get over, with it, over crazy with it. She could have longer hair, but she's fair. So fair means like not brown or black hair, lighter skin, and, you know, blonde hair, you know, lighter eyes, whatever, maybe even brown, but that's fine. Just not with darker features. She could have been a big problem in your life. That could be for one person watching, but she did pop out. So I don't know what's going on here, but yeah, just it's catalyst. You know, this is a catalyst. This is a star seed. Again, you know, here to wake up people, really to show people, you know, and it's interesting with the eye. You probably do a lot with your eyes that you don't even realize, or maybe you do. Maybe you do. Maybe you know. You know, the eyes are the window to the soul. Maybe you've sussed out these people and you're like, I know these people. I've met them before. There's a knowing. But you are a gem. So please don't ever, you know, if you're watching this and you haven't let it stop you and you're just like a survivor, you know, a slow clap for you. But I also want to give the advice to people to keep going. Don't ever let, you know, these folks who have, you know, tried to stop you or hate you, don't ever let them get to you, because you're a starseed, you are empathic, you're beautiful, you're a gem, and you're here to further society, okay, further humanity. There's no better task on this planet than that. So you've been given a special gift, and don't worry about these people, you know, they will become a better person after they've encountered you. And their higher self is actually grateful for the spiritual lesson, even though you may not be able to see that, okay? So now I'm going to pick up a crystal and we're going to go into remote viewing. I might not pick up, you know, I'm not trying to go with, you know, very long with this. There could be 2 or 3 things for some people, but let's just start here. Okay, I'm getting the eyes. I think people don't like your eyes. They feel uncomfortable. There's a staring, or there's like, I can't fake, or I can't fool you. It bothers me, but I feel uncomfortable when I'm looking at your eyes. And it's nothing that anything's wrong with your eyes. Again, you're just able to see through, okay? See through these people. Okay, I feel like there could be some people here who don't say much, very quiet, but the energy is awkward. I don't feel like people like how your energy makes them feel. So if you feel like other people have run away from you, or have not wanted to get to know you, or cannot even sit within your presence, this could be a validation coming through with the remote viewing that this is in fact what's happening. It's just like, I don't know, it's an awakening energy. Like you got something really special going on here. And again, it's up to those people to take it how they will, but they're uncomfortable with the awkwardness, the energy that you bring. And this is not about being antisocial or coming off as socially awkward. This is just higher energy. Like your soul is vibrating at a higher level, maybe even a higher dimension. So you could be at 5, 6 maybe right now. And if you're talking about people who are still in 3D or 4D, that could be very difficult, okay? Okay, so family is coming through. Family, black sheep. I'm seeing past lives. If you are the black sheep, you came in to even trigger these people or move or elevate the energy within the family. So please don't feel bad about it. There was nothing wrong with you. You actually came in to heal them. Okay, I'm feeling like people might feel like you're stuck up, but I'm also seeing bullying. So I wouldn't be surprised with this pile if you were bullied a lot when you were younger or even in adulthood. But I'm feeling here like people are not knowing what to do with this. They feel like you're stuck up, but they want to get in with you, but it's hard. You're not as easy as other people. So let's resort to bullying. That's what I feel like here. So there could be some people who have dealt with that. Okay, I'm getting coworkers, female coworkers, or a female boss. There's someone in the workplace who doesn't like you, feels very threatened by your presence. And it could be, yes, your energy, but it could also be the come up. This person fears that you will take their position. This is bizarre. Okay, I'm getting a lot of like married men, wives, married men, their wives. Have you always been difficult? Has that always been difficult? Like, have women moved differently around you or have not wanted you to meet their husbands? That could be for one person watching. That's interesting to me. It could be because of your beauty, but it could also be that these women know you got something that is really desirable, which again can be energy, and they don't want you around their men. That could be something there for one person. Okay, that's all I have, guys. Okay, so if this resonated, if this did not resonate, but the cards did, don't throw the reading away. Please also, again, consider subscribing if there's anything that you enjoyed about this reading, so that I could further tap into your energy going forward with future pick-a-cards. So thanks, guys. I wish you all the best. Keep going strong. You've got this. You're doing amazing things, and don't let these people get to you. Thanks, pile 2. Oh, pile 3. Okay, before we get into the reading, a couple things to note. I am offering private readings. If you'd like one, check the first link in the description box. If you'd like to see more readings from me, exclusive readings, check the second link in the description box. Also, if there's anything that you enjoy about this reading or if it resonates at all, please consider subscribing to the channel. By doing so, I can better pick up on your energy moving forward with future pick-a-cards. It's something that happens that is very magical. I even had a lot of people comment here in the comment section that it has actually worked, because I do something here called remote viewing. So we are going to first look at the cards, but after that, we're going to look at remote viewing, and we're going to specifically pick up on certain situations or particular situations of why maybe people don't like you. Okay. So by doing so, subscribing, again, I can better pick up on your energy going forward. Okay. Pile 3. Let me take a little bit of a breath here, because this is a lot. You could have a lot going on for you. I'm not going to lie. A lot going on. A lot of great positive traits about you. That's just the way it goes. When you have so much going on for yourself and you're just a really great person, and, you're a high achiever, got it going on, got it together, you're going to experience hate. Okay. But I drew a card from here for you guys from the Rebecca Campbell Starseed Oracle card deck. You got soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. What's really beautiful about this card is that she looks like she's literally going to take the leap before her life starts, and she's packed on a lot. It says here, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. You've definitely stepped up in this life. You have achieved a lot. I don't care what it is, okay? I do feel, though, there could be a lot of people who have chosen this who have a lot of attributes that are very sought after, at this time on earth. So that could be that you literally chose to have, great looks. You chose to kind of come in with a nice family. You chose to have some really nice friendships. You also chose to come in here and be very intellectual, okay? Look at this woman. She's sexy. I don't care. Her hair is back. She is very professional, but you do wonder what she'll look like in bed, okay? She's beautiful. She's attractive. She's confident. And what is she doing? Not even much. She's just giving you a look, right? But she's achieved a lot, okay? It says here profession, college, workplace. That could be one of the reasons why people hate you. But back to this card, I feel like you have been called to a higher level. You've chosen to step it up in this life. Again, you could have a lot going on for you, and this could be the reason why people don't like you, is because there's a jealousy here, okay? So I wouldn't be shocked if you have a lot of gifted people who chose this pile, very highly intellectual. Maybe things have come easy to you. Learning was not a problem. Maybe you have beauty, just pick whatever resonates with you. You don't have to be maybe super academically smart, but maybe that you're quite beautiful and this has been a problem. Just choose whatever resonates to you. Maybe you did come in with certain gifts. If you think that when you come into this world with gifts that you're not going to get hated on, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, me alone, okay? Like, let me take my own life, for example. What I do for a living, a lot of people wish they had that gift. Some people do look at it like it's a lot easier than, to work, in the matrix and whatnot. And yes, okay, but I have this gift. I do have the gift of mediumship as well, too. And I know that that's very, very special, okay? It's not something that you hear about often or that people have on a collective that much, okay? That could be like you. Maybe you have a particular gift. Maybe you do something that's very interesting that is unheard of. Like literally, like maybe you just like know how to make beautiful like pottery and you can sell it. Or maybe you're just doing what you love. I don't know. But you are called to a higher level in this life, okay? So what comes with that is hate. And people don't realize that sometimes, these things that people get blessed with are actually rewards. So you could have in previous lives suffered somehow, and you're choosing to level up in this life. Like this is your, lifetime, in this lifetime. It's a reward time. It's time for you to sit back. I'm not saying you haven't worked hard, but things have come to you a little bit more easier than others. So I feel like what I want to say here, you're very blessed, okay? You are very blessed in this life. Now, again, back to her. You have the work card. If you're a woman, I'm feeling like you have a really good, profession going for you. You've probably climbed mountains to get to where you have to be. You are probably, some people can be maybe bosses here or running their own business. Kind of interesting here too. I wonder if we have any real estate agents who have chosen this pile, because we do have the home, but that is not just it, okay? With the home, it could also be like your property, where you reside, your residence. You're hated for it because it could be very beautiful, could be a lot larger. And it doesn't have to be larger, but I'm just saying for some people, maybe you have a big house and it's like what shows off like all of your hard work. It's like your prize piece. Or it could be a smaller home, because that looks like a smaller home, but it's just really beautiful on the inside. Maybe it's in a great space. But I'm not going to deny that this could literally be that you suffer a lot of hate in your work field, which, could be real estate, because if you're selling homes, right? How beautiful is this with the karma? Toxic story and new opportunities. You've totally reaped, like your whole life at this point is karma coming back to you, but positive karma. So that door is opening. There's a bright light, there's opportunity. And I think you've worked really hard for this. You might not remember that because again, we're talking about past lives, but this life has been really good to you. It's been good to you. And I'm not saying that if you haven't struggled or experienced stuff that wasn't so nice, this doesn't still apply to you, okay? Because we're on Earth, it's Earth, okay? We're still gonna have challenges, but for the most part, you feel very blessed, okay? There's been doors that have opened for you, probably in the nick of time, or you found like, wow, I just always get saved. Something always happens for me. Unfortunately, that could be something that people see, okay? Whether you see that they see it or not. And it's hard for them to take it in. Why is she so lucky? Why is he so lucky? Why does he have everything? What's so great about them? It's interesting with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like people don't know how to feel about you. They go up and down. So you could have some really close people to you that sometimes struggle with how they feel about you. I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but if you're insightful, you could probably notice. Because again, we have Seven of Cups. So this is like blurred vision. This is smoke and mirrors. This is muddled thinking. I feel like people don't necessarily see you clearly. I think they disregard everything that you've done, which is, hard work and, keeping the peace, believing that things will work out. And also I feel like hard work, because she just looks to me like an academic person who has really tried to make her life what it is. And even if you're not in academics, even if it's starting a business that's been creative, you really put, your blood, sweat, and tears into that, okay? So I feel like people don't really look at that. They just look at the end result and they don't understand why you're getting whatever you want. So people could feel like to some extent that you could be spoiled, or you could have a lot of connections, or you didn't really do anything for anything. You just happened to land in something. There's a bit of a skewed vision here, okay? I feel like with the Three of Cups, there could be a lot of celebrations in your life. Maybe you have a lot to talk about that's good. I don't sense with this pile that you are complaining about anything or your life or, trying to, go and speak miseries to people. I feel like anytime people do talk to you, it's probably, really good. There's always something to say, like something's always happening. And with the Strength card, my goodness, you've really taken everything you've mastered and you've just turned it into something positive. Even if that was pain, you've leveled up and you're connected. You're connected to your source. You see that with the infinity symbol? What doesn't kill you makes me stronger. But I am going to say here, there could be a bit of like an exterior, a tough exterior. She does give me that vibe where people could not like you because sometimes you could be a little cold, okay? I don't think I'm sensing here anybody who is like a nonsense person. I don't get with this pile. You can really, play stupid things. This is not the pile that you could send like a dirty message to or something that would be like, a Beavis and Butthead type joke or something. Like this is a serious person. This is a person who, again, has been called in this life to do something exceptional and they don't have time for it, okay? So sometimes people could feel like you don't have time for them. You're just completely on this mission of like success and it's like, we're just kind of left by the wayside. Like you have no time for us. You're just out there doing the damn thing. But I say grow up to those people. Grow up and get on with your own life because, we're not here really to worry about what anybody else is doing. We're not here. Yes, relationships can be important, but it's a soul journey. It's a solo journey. You come in by yourself, you leave by yourself, okay? And we don't just come down here to waste time. So whether that be that you're working on your calling or, getting to be where you need to be, that's what's important and it's a focus of yours. So I feel like sometimes people could feel like, again, they just get ignored or they're left to the wayside or they're not as important. Now with the Nine of Pentacles here, this is amazing. So you're sovereign, you're free, you're independent, you're doing the damn thing, you're happy, you're positive. This could be also too with the Ace of Wands, very sexual in nature. So people could hate on your looks, okay? They could hate on the offers that you get. We have the Two of Cups here. A lot of people want to exchange cups with you. A lot of people want to offer you things. They want to get to know you. They feel connected. And I just feel like sometimes if you were to be running in a group or a pact, other people could get ignored, okay? It could be all about you. People see that. And again, instead to learn something, they're taking it and they're twisting it. And this could be reasons why they don't like you, okay? I think they also don't like you too. It's like projecting because I think they're trying. Maybe there could be some people who try to get to that level, but they don't realize, again, you are being called. So these gifts are not copied. Like, is that even a word, copyable? You can't copy this person who chose this pile. This is not a person you can copy. These are soul gifts. They are called. They were instilled when you were born in your soul DNA. This is not someone you can copy. So I feel like it's irritating sometimes to people, We have just being near you is intoxicating and I am afraid to contact you. So this points to me like intimidation. I feel like sometimes people could feel like even if they're friends with you, it could be a little bit hard to be friends with you because you could still come off as intimidating. So there's a bit of a shift here, even with the Two of Pentacles in your energy when you communicate with others. You could pull back a lot. So you could be a little detached and people never feel like they get to know the real you. But maybe you're doing that strategically because again, I just don't feel like with this pile, we're really here to waste time. I think you're very connected to your purpose in life and what you want to do. And sometimes, friendships or relationships, they don't take priority, but you do have surround yourself with your soul tribe. So I feel like all these girls here sitting with their backs turned, you're heavily protected. So the people who don't like you are not the ones that are in this circle, okay? This is a very snug and tight fit group. This is why they're all so bunched together. And they have their backs turned because it's very hard to get in. It's very hard to get into this circle. So I feel like the people who don't like you could feel like you make it hard to get to know you. Get into this group with you. Maybe they want to be, involved. Maybe they want to be, knowing you on a deeper level, but You're just not about that, you know, and you could have, you know, Capricorn energy, Virgo energy, Taurus, like I feel earth signs. You don't have to be. But even Scorpio as well too, like it's just not something these types of like energies are into. They don't need to be like, you know, super close with everybody. They're very picky with their, you know, crowd. And that's what people feel like sometimes, like disappointed in you with. It's like, why not give me a chance, you know? And this could be with lovers as well too. I'm not going to put it past that. Lovers could feel like this as well too. Like you're just too much. It's like, I don't know that I could even compete, you know? So even if you're a female watching, men feel like sometimes they have to feel like they have to compete. And it's like, who's giving them the feeling of this? Like this is something they're thinking on their own. But nevertheless, it's there. So again, if you're a woman, you're a self-made woman, you are very, very successful in what you do. But you're very picky with who you let in, okay? But I want to say too, with this pile, you could have a lot of material wealth. That could be also something that people don't like about you is that, and again, I'm just getting this common theme, like you have just gained it all easily. I feel like people are not seeing clearly the efforts that you put forth, you know, for this. It's just like they're seeing the end result and they're not seeing the hard work. And it's like, if they put in hard work, maybe they could have that too, you know? But again, being called, you have certain gifts that were bestowed upon you to have this success in life, okay? So not everybody can copy it. I have to just make sure I say that. Now here we have the star. So you are a star, guaranteed success. So part of like your life or what you chose to learn here was to get this type of success. It was something that was rewarded over lifetimes and lifetimes. Maybe you've had like, you know, a struggle in past ones of not being able to get fully off the ground. And this was the life where you were like gonna really do it and you did it big, okay? You have a birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So we could have some people here who own their own business. And I mean, let's be real, like, you know, in YouTube land, it's so common, right, for us to say that that's normal. But if you talk about your own life, you won't know anybody who's done that. I mean, I know for me with my business, I don't know anybody in real life who's doing what I'm doing, okay? It's rare still, okay? People are still working for others. I feel like you're completely free. Now, you could be working for others. Don't knock the reading because I said that. That could just be for one person. We have archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. People could feel like there's just always a way for you to like bloom. You're just too much. I think at this point, I feel like you're just too much for people to take in. It's difficult for them. It's difficult. It's a lot, you know? And this is triggering, you know, them like with their, how do you say, like their self-esteem. You know, they don't have anything to bring to the table compared to you. So this is why I think, you know, if you have a group of friends, they're probably majority like you. And when you guys get together, it all resonates, you know? Everybody has something to say. So you're just not really for the faint of heart or the faint of will or people who have any kind of self-esteem issues. So those are the people who don't like you, which is great because with this one, it's not super intense. I just feel like the people who don't like you are the people who just cannot get near you. You know, you're very picky and those people who you just don't want anything to do with, this is where that energy is coming from. Now, I'm going to get into remote viewing. I'm going to pick up the obsidian and I'm going to get into what may be specifically a target of why people don't like you, like a specific reason. Okay, I feel like some of you have married well. There could be people here who have a very well-off husband. This could be something that people don't like about you. It could be, you know, wow. Again, that person got lucky. It's not luck, okay? It's not luck. You earned every right to have that husband and you equally meet that person halfway as well too. So this is not like a gold digger thing. I just feel like you attract a lot of wealthy men as well too. So this could be something very hard for people to handle because maybe they don't attract that. Lots of connections here. I'm feeling a lot of collection. A lot of people want to get to know you. A lot of people want to do business with you. You get picked often. You probably always got picked, even in school. Maybe you're really good at athletics on the team. I don't know what this is, but this is like a competitive like person you cannot go down with. Like if you have this person who picked this pile as a competitor with respect to anything, oh man, like it's gonna be a challenge. Okay, I'm getting a very beautiful person, very beautiful looks wise. So this is, again, something that has been a source of hate and not liking you, is you being very beautiful. Brains and beauty. Yeah, have it all. To others, you know, I'm not saying that you don't have flaws, but to others, you have it all. Okay, I feel like some of you could be a shark in business, and I'm getting that mainly if you're a woman. Some people could not like the way that you talk to them or the way you come across in business. It's a little too professional. Even if they know you in a friendly way, they don't know how to react when you're coming at them like professionally. Now, if these are your friends, there could be also an aspect of you that is professional and people don't like it. So when you turn or maybe have that imbalance in your personality, because again, this is not a no nonsense person. No nonsense here. No like Mickey Mouse Club here. Like this is dead serious. Like if you're being stupid or if you're doing something stupid, this person's gonna tell you. So I feel like people they struggle to like you sometimes because of how you come across when you do come across, okay? Like maybe verbally, or maybe, you know, you have a detachment about you. So if you don't like somebody anymore, you could get very cold about it. But I feel like people love you, but they also, it's like there's a little bit of an influx here. So I'm getting that as well too. Okay, when it comes to men, I feel like men are very sexually attracted to you, but there's parts of you that they don't like. And this could be the reason why they don't stick around. There's something of these men that seem like little boys, so it's okay, like let them go. But they're just not of your caliber. Like you are a type of caliber of, you know, again, professionalism, uniqueism, and beauty and brains that, you know, only the strong can survive here, okay? What else do people not like about this pile? Okay, I feel like in workspaces, you've been hated the most. You've probably climbed the fastest, but you've been hated the most by other women. This is other women. I think there's also been some people who have tried to spread some rumors about you because they didn't have anything on you. So they created fake ones, or they tried to like ruin your reputation. Other women in the workplace, because of how fast you were getting ahead. Now, this could be in life as well too, school, I don't know. But you have always been a threat, okay? Again, you don't want to go up against this pile in anything competitively. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, that's all I'm getting, pile 3. So that was your reading. Let me know what you thought. And again, if anything resonated or if you enjoyed it at all, please consider subscribing to the channel so that I could better pick up on your energy going forward in future picker cards. Thanks, guys. I wish you all the best. Okay, so a couple things. If there's anything that you like about this reading or if it ends up resonating with you, please consider subscribing. By doing so, I can better pick up on your energy going forward with future picker cards. Also, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, check the first link in the description box. If you'd like to see more readings from me, check the second link in the description box. Okay, pile 4. I'm not sure whoever picked this is ready to hear this, but I'm just going to proceed. We have a lot of intense energy here. You're intense. And I'm not surprised that these cards came out because if you look at the image on the thumbnail of pile 4, she looks intense. She doesn't look like she's the kindest on the outside. She looks intimidating. Her energy is strong nonetheless. Now, I decided to go ahead and pick a card for you from our beautiful Rebecca Campbell Starseed Oracle deck. And look what I got. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. You're not for everyone. Now, the embrace your weirdness, I'm a little on the fence about. I don't know that you are weird. There could be some people here who feel like they're weird, but I just feel more guided towards the part where it says you're not for everyone and that for you to face your true north. I think you are headed in the direction. I think you're probably a little ahead of your time, to be honest. So what do I mean by that? You've probably had a very strong foundation within yourself since you were probably a child. You probably were not a follower. You didn't really care to fit in. You didn't really care about what everybody else was doing. You were just always in your own world. You probably felt to some degree you came in with like this knowing of, you had to master something, or you had to stay true to who you were, okay? There was no going off the beaten path. There was no, again, following the herd. This is you, you like it. Okay, you don't. Oh, well, something along those lines. Again, you're not for everyone. So I feel like you have had to deal with a lot of people who didn't like you. But guess what with this pile? I don't think you care. I really don't. This is probably just a fun thing for you to watch. Probably you're bored right now, and good for you. That's what you're supposed to take these reads as, entertainment purposes only. We have a be bold. Don't be afraid to stand out. You could be very different, okay? So the weirdness actually might be coming through now. To people, it may be weird. So we could have a very strong personality here, maybe in the way that they behave, or, to be honest, the way they look. Now, she looks excellent to me. I mean, wow. For someone to rock yellow lipstick like that is just like, I slow clap to that, okay? I applaud that. It's amazing. Not everybody can, but you could be very different in your look. You could wear wigs. You could be, a person who likes to even maybe dress up into different characters, but incorporate it into your regular clothes. But what's important about this card is it says, be bold and don't be afraid to stand out. You have no fear with that, okay? You have no fear with that. I feel like, and I don't know why I'm getting this now because I haven't started the remote viewing, but I'm just going to say it because it's coming into my third eye. I feel like there could be a lot of Eastern European women who have chosen this pile. Like maybe, could come across as a little aggressive in their personality, but could have a uniqueness as far as fashion as well too. And sometimes maybe is not taken, doesn't fit completely into society, but that's okay, you're unique. I will say here too, we have the Ice Queen, okay? Now, I get that it says divorcee, mother, or discernment, but I'm really focused on the Ice Queen and the discernment. You are very guarded when it comes to your emotions. So I feel like, I'm sensing like an Anna Wintour here. I'm not sensing someone who's like, hi, and bubbly. Like, you're just very, very like icy, okay? You laugh when you're supposed to. You may give a little compliment when it's needed, but there's nothing overly here. I'm not getting the bubbly, full of energy type of person. I'm getting the person who just does enough to let you know that, you're aware of, whatever that may be, whether you think the person's funny, cute, or whatever, but we're not going in excessity here, okay? I'm making up my own words as we go because I don't even know if that's a word, excessity. But anyways, hopefully you guys get where I'm going. So people don't like this about you. It's like, can you just open up already? Like, can you just be free? I feel like there could be even some people here who have been asked, like, do you ever scream? Like, have you ever screamed loud, or have you ever gotten excited about anything? Because I just feel like a composure that is just off the chain, like an Anna Wintour, okay? If nobody knows who that is, that's the editor of Vogue. She is notorious for accomplishing the perfect resting bee face, okay? We have a courting man. Now, this could be that you attract a lot of wealthy men. You always attract the catch of the crowd. Or this courting man could literally be popping up because he represents the collective of courting men. They could not like that when they are courting you, they're not getting far. So this, again, is a pile that is going to be very, very determined with making you wait it out, making you earn it, like making you suffer for it. Like you're going to respect me and you're going to treat me accordingly. And if you think you're going to get me in bed on the third try, it's not going to happen. So I feel like courting men get actually very frustrated with this because you have everything, like the beauty, you're a high value person, but you're just exuding this ice queen. So it's like, I can't break through. I feel like people don't like that they cannot break through with this pile. It's like, I feel like I'm even spending maybe a year getting to know you and I'm not getting very far. Okay, so that could be something that resonates with you. I feel like people get very frustrated with your personality. And it's interesting actually as I'm over here because it says, I am not available. I am not available. And I want to feel that way again. So when you do open up, like when there is that magical moment where you are kind of vulnerable, people are very, very, very intrigued by it. You pull them in somehow, okay? And they want to feel that again with you. So should you even give maybe something to a courting man, he will work effortlessly to try to get back into that same situation like again, okay? You're very intriguing. But the I am not available, it drives people nuts. It's like, I don't get it with her or him. Like, why? Why does it have to be like this? Like, and how long does this have to go on for? Something along those lines. We have here a stubborn, aggressive person. People tend to think that you are like that. I don't know so much as far as aggressive. I mean, it could be the way that you speak to them, but I'm feeling more the stubborn part. You are so stubborn in your personality. It's like, I feel like some people might feel like, what do I have to do? Like, what do I have to do to get into this person's good graces or get some sort of like feedback from them? Or, you know, am I doing anything right? Do they love me? You know, you probably are not the type of person who is very free with that kind of stuff, you know, which is good because if you mean it, then, you know, if you say it, then you really mean it, you know? We have cup here. You should accept valid criticism. You could be quite harsh with your criticism. You know, it's not that it's harsh, actually, it's probably truth, but I don't think people expect it. So I feel like people feel very hurt from you sometimes. You know, it's funny, we have the tea here. So you could probably spill tea, but you do it better than others because you do it to the person's face, okay? So should somebody ask you, how do I look in this dress? You're gonna be like, no, honey, no, this is not the dress for you, not yet. Maybe like, you know, maybe in 5 months from now, maybe if you work a little harder, you know, you're just gonna be really truthful, but you generally wanna help the person out. So this is where it kind of becomes hard, you know? But again, you're not going to go off your beaten path. So you're not going to sugarcoat. You're not going to like lie to people. You want to be honest. And it's interesting with the judgment here because I could see here that's like a wake-up call. So you've probably been responsible for a lot of people's wake-up call because nobody around them wanted to say anything. And you were that person that was like, yeah, not me, not me. Listen, world card is here. You could be very, very attractive. There could be some people here who are online doing the most, okay? And I don't care if you're just traveling or if you're just taking really nice photos of yourself. Like, you are really watched, okay, with this pile. You could have a lot of stalkers with this pile. I wouldn't be surprised, okay? They may be frustrated with you in person, but they're going to definitely watch you on the line. So you're very interesting to others. But again, with the Queen of Swords here, you know, she's an alpha female. She's not to be messed with, okay? The only person who's going to get her is the alpha male. That is the only person she's going to become a little bit submissive to. If you're a weak man, or if you're a weak friend, or if you're weak even as a boss, like, you got to be careful with this one because this one is going to chew you up and spit you out. Like, she's going to give it to you, okay? She's going to give it to you. She's going to point out all your flaws. She's like Devil Wears Prada, you know, the boss. This is the pile, okay? I'm not saying to that extent, okay? But it's a little bit here, okay, what I'm sensing. Two of Swords, Five of Swords. People could feel a little aggravated with the hold up. There is a lot of holding up. Five of Swords, I don't know that people trust you with their energy. And you could be attracting a lot of people who could be very emotional. And that's just not something you're about, you know? You're not for emotional people. You're for like really grounded individuals who can handle, you know, things, you know, whatever you put at them, you know, like let's say you kind of, you know, there could be some people here who are very sarcastic, you know, they could shoot the SHIT with you and pick on you in a joke, but, you know, they would love for you to come back at them. You know, I think this pile could take it as well, too. So they can definitely dish it and take it. But again, like not for the faint of heart and not for the weak here. But I feel like people don't trust you and they feel like you're a little strategic. I feel like people could feel like you're a little strategic with the Seven of Swords. Like, I just don't know what this person's capable of, you know? Again, there's like a silentness here with this pile. Kind of scares them, you know? I think you are a person with the Four of Cups who could be easily bored and people just don't know how to keep you entertained. This is the personality that is just bothering them to no end. But again, you're very intriguing. You know, when you do open up or you give little snippets here and there, you hook people because it's here. I want to feel that way again. Like you just... It was so much. And it's interesting too with this other pile. This is the pile that makes you want to do better. Like makes you want to be the person that they like, you know? So you could have a lot of followers. So you're not the follower, but you could be having a lot of followers who follow you for even advice. They probably want to be you in a particular type of way, probably the way, the groundedness of you, like the stableness, you know, the secureness of who you are. So I do feel here, like with this pile, you could be a leader and you could have followers. You could be an idol. Queen of Swords though, man, she doesn't mince her words. So if you're asking her something, be prepared. Like don't come and ask for an honest opinion if you can't handle it. Like you can't do that with this pile. I just feel like a lot of people have been hurt by you though. But at the same time, you're not for everyone, okay? You know, you're facing your true north. You're headed in a direction. You're focused. Queen of Swords is focused. She's the only queen that has her sword up like that, okay? She's going towards her goals and she doesn't see anything in the way. Like there's no obstacles. I don't care if there's obstacles. I don't see you. I don't see you obstacles. I'm going to take you on. I don't care that you're there. Nothing's going to stop me. You know, very, very strong personality. And especially if you're a woman watching this, wow. You know, wow. Okay. That's all I could say is wow. Interesting. Let me just see if I see anything else before I get into remote viewing. You're very watched with the World card. Very adored, very looked up to, like as if you have all the answers. You know, like you could really be the leader of a company or the leader of anything. You know, it's funny. I'm feeling like with this pile, if there was like an end of the world situation, like I would want to follow this person. This person would probably get us to survival. And you may have actually been told that in life, you know. You could get your way out of anything, talk your way out of anything, you know. You got it going on, girl or guy. Now let's get into remote viewing. Okay, so let's see here. So if nothing resonates with remote viewing, don't knock the reading. Just understand that not every reading can resonate or remote viewing. That would be absurd. But let's just go in here. Okay, I feel like there's a man that's popping up right away who is extremely upset with you not giving them another chance. I feel like they did something that may have been even small or big, according to who maybe, you know, this resonating with, and is really upset with you. They don't like you. They're upset, but they're hateful. They feel like you're overreacting. They want to be back in your good graces. They want to be back with you, but it's like it drives them nuts because there's just no equal energy coming from you at this point. So I don't know if someone has had an upset with a man recently and you've grown into the Ice Queen. They would probably label you that, but that's how they feel and they're coming through. So he could also be this courting man trying to get back into your good graces, but it's just not happening right now. Okay. I feel like people probably sense greatness in you. And with the devil here, it's kind of interesting. That's kind of catching my eye. You could have had a lot of people who have tried to stop you from succeeding, okay? That's not like random. That's actually the devil, okay? Going through people to try to dampen you. You are very, very, very in tune probably with your true north, which is interesting because if you look at the north node in astrology, that's all where we're headed, right? Or we're supposed to follow the north node. You could have probably felt like you had a very divine purpose for your life, but everybody tried to stop you or try to catch you or like trap you somehow with that, you know, from you not achieving your, you know, the best achievement you were supposed to achieve, which is whatever that may be, tailored person to person. That's not random, I'm hearing. That's actually the devil. The devil senses the light in you and is like has been a force in your life. Okay, I'm getting another male coming through who might be married, who has tried to mess around with you or has tried to get involved with you. And once you found out about that, you wanted nothing to do with them. They're coming through right now too. And I feel like this person is trying to take action in a way that is not so nice against you because maybe you didn't fall for them like the other ladies did, you know? Or even if this is not a married man, there's a man here who's upset because you did not go towards their advances. And they want to, I feel like, bring you down somehow. And I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't want you to be scared. I'm just saying to you, energetically, that's what I'm picking up on. Okay, I'm getting a sister coming through. There's a sister who has felt very competitive towards you her whole life. And she never liked you. This is past life. This is past life stuff being worked out. Probably is complete polar opposite of you mentally, emotionally, but always wanted to secretly have what you have, which is that peace with yourself or being very confident with who you are. She's coming through. So if you feel like she never liked you, yes, it's true, but it goes deeper than that, okay? There's traits that she'll never admit that she really likes about you and wishes she had for herself. But until she makes peace with that, things cannot be right with you, between you two. Okay, I'm getting like someone who might be like ethnic here, who has come to like a first world country such as like America or Canada and has had a lot of problems making friendships with women. These women don't understand you. They don't like you. You have to close the chapter on that, okay? I don't even know why I'm picking up on this, but there could be some women here who are of a different culture, okay? And they've come to these countries and it's been very difficult to make friends with people who are from these countries. It's just that there's a difference here. It's personality. You're not meant to be understood, I heard. You got to close the chapter on this and just go with whoever is you resonate with or resonate to. Weird. Okay, that would be interesting. I want whoever that applies to definitely write in the comment section if that makes sense. Don't mind me. I have to breathe a lot because remote viewing takes a lot out of me. I'm getting an aunt as well too. An aunt is coming through who doesn't like you, who's never liked you, has gone out of her way to try to like put you down. It won't work. It will not work this time. It's worked before in past lives, but it will not work this time. You're too strong. Okay, I'm getting like a very composure here, like a very neat appearance. I feel like people hate on your beauty but also like your hygiene, how well, you know how to throw things together, how your hair doesn't come out of place, just beautiful in every aspect and always dressed to the nines. Like always overdressed, but it's like people are bashing this. Like it's almost like they're making fun of it, but really they should take a page out of your book, you know? That's what I'm hearing. Like, you guys look like slob kebabs, yet you want to say something about me. That's what I'm hearing. So there's something definitely about the appearance that is just stunningly gorgeous and everything is neat. And this is what they hate you for too, is because they don't have the effort to put that into themselves. So let's just hate the person who does. Okay, that's all I'm getting, guys. So that was your reading, pile 4. Let me know if it resonated. And again, if it did, please consider subscribing to the channel. By doing that, I can better tune into your energy going forward with future pick cards. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. Oh, pile 5. Okay, before we get started, a couple things to note. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, check the first link in the description box. If you'd like to see more readings from me, click the link in this, the second link in the description box. Also, if there's anything that you find resonates about this reading, or if you like it at all, please consider subscribing to the channel. By doing so, I can better pick up on your energy going forward with future pick cards. Let's get into your reading. My goodness, I don't even know what to say. There's quite a somberness here with pile 5. I drew a card for you guys from the Rebecca Campbell Starseed Oracle deck, and I got double mission, okay? Lightworker, Starseed, serve the world by being you, okay? This has been a tough life. I feel like with this pile, it's been a common theme of being not liked, probably more so than being liked. Now, I'm not saying that you care about that, but I'm just saying it's been hard. It's been hard. And you know, there could be something about this. There could be some sort of reason for this. I mean, we can see as we go into the cards more deeper, but you are a light worker and you are a starseed. I don't know about you, but I don't know one light worker or one starseed who hasn't had a terrible life, okay? And it usually stemmed, you know, within childhood, growing up, you know, in school, usually bullied. You know, we come in with this type of energy to really serve the light. But we are on earth, you know, we're in the trenches, okay? The devil roams here, okay? This is the place that he roams. And he can sometimes just attach, you know, through many people or many situations to get to that light, okay? So I feel like the darkness has really tried to bring you down, but you're still here, you're still with us. You are strong. Light workers and starseeds are strong. They can handle it, okay? I'm not saying that it should happen to them, but they, if anything, can handle it, okay? They're used to it almost. They've lived many lifetimes of this, okay? So I did draw that card for you, and I just wanted to talk about that a bit. I feel like when I'm looking at this pile here, I'm sensing a very sensitive soul, a very beautiful soul. Even my voice is changing, actually. So I was very upbeat with the other piles. With this one, my energy has just kind of almost imploded because, again, I'm feeling almost the energy of what people have felt in this life who have picked this pile. Just, you know, constant problems, constant nastiness, you know, constantly being attacked. You know, there probably has been some people here who have just had to deal with a lot of like false accusations as well too. And you just never did anything wrong. It's just, why did this stuff always come my way? You know, why? I feel like there is something here of maybe, you know, we could have some people here who are very nice, you know, very forgiving type people. Almost like you've been eaten up alive on purpose, okay? So I think people are sensing this within you, and we have these two cards here. It says, I know that I crossed the line with you, but I knew exactly what I was doing. I think people know, you know, people always ask me like, why are people treating me this way? People know who they can do something to and who they can't do. It's just human nature. I mean, I can give you the most like blandest example. When I used to be a receptionist back in my younger days, I know I worked for a school. I knew exactly which parents I could say whatever to, just to get them off the phone. And the other ones that I couldn't say, like, you know, I couldn't get away with stuff to say to them. Okay. It's just human nature. Okay. I feel like you are coming in with this energy on purpose in a way. Through the hurt that people cause you, it somehow elevates or makes you stronger. It's like, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. It's to make the soul strong. And if you don't believe me, I'm telling you, I've watched many past life regressions at this point, and the person who's getting it done will always ask, Why, if I'm so special? Why, if I'm a light worker? Why am I, if I'm a starseed? Why, if I'm a Pleiadian? Why did I come in and have such a terrible life? And the higher self will always say, to make the soul stronger. Okay, so we have mountain over here, major challenges to overcome in this life. And one of those things was, people who have hurt you. Okay, we have the heart card here, love, deep affection, and caring. You're just a beautiful person. You have a pure heart. You want to help. Unfortunately, you've just been dragged through it. Okay, that's just the way it goes. I know many people like this who have dealt, including myself. And, usually it's to set boundaries. It's to change something about yourself. And I know for me, once I tightened up on my boundaries and, I didn't allow everybody into my circle or into my house with their dirty feet, things changed around for me. So it is to learn things. And I think that's why, again, we have, the double mission here, okay? Now we have the vulture. So depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So literally you've had to always have this thing over or like looking over your shoulder or a worry like that people weren't going to like you. It happened so often that when someone probably does like you, you're like, why? You're like wondering, do they want something? Like you're skeptical of it, So I can see that here. Interesting with the Knight of Swords, coming in, and with the Justice, We are here to balance out energy. We're here to learn something. We're here to not really care about what's happened with respect to this, but do something about it. So if you look at the Five of Cups, this person is actually, this can represent fear, anxiety, and worry over these 3 cups that have been spilled. But he's refusing to see that the 2 cups that are still standing behind him. So he can do something about this. He can take this pain and he can do something with it. Now, you are very psychic. You're very empathic with the High Priestess. You are a sensitive soul. You're not out there, with malicious, intent. You could be a little bit of introverted. You are a divine feminine. So, regardless of what I just said up until now, if you are a divine feminine, you're going to have this type of energy anyways. This is what all divine feminines go through, okay? They have a interesting light about them that, the darkness on this planet tries to dim from day one, okay? 6 of Pentacles, interesting here. You could be very nice. People could not like that about you. Like, why don't you do better? Why do you keep taking these people back? Why do you, I feel like I'm hearing maybe people who know you, who are friends with you and are getting frustrated with you and don't like the fact that you are being so nice to other people. Like, why? Why are you forgiving them? Like, maybe even to the point where they think you're stupid. Like, this is stupid what you're doing, But again, it's just the pure heart, okay? The pure heart here, Page of Cups. You've come here to love people and accept them from who they are. Unfortunately, I know it can be put like a target on you sometimes because people, don't always have the best intentions out there. And when they think they can push somebody around or use them or do whatever, and they'll always accept them, this is what happens. But look, there's an energy exchange happening here with the 2 of Cups. There's also the 6 of Cups here too. The love that you're offering others, it's just probably something they'll always remember. And through hurting you or not liking you or taking this kindness and misconstruing it, it's actually something that they need to learn, okay? I'm not here to talk about their lessons. I'm just here to talk about you. That's a reading for another day. But you're spiritually growing, okay? You're spiritually growing. You're learning and you're expanding your soul. I don't know if you can see that. That stupid light is there. You see that? There's something that is happening through all this hardship that you've went through in life. It's expanding your soul. And again, you're learning boundaries. You're learning what not to accept, what to accept. You're also learning to come out of yourself. So we have the wallflower here. Quite interesting, she exactly exudes the energy that's in the other cards that I pulled. She's coming from a place of limited potential. She's shy and she's withholding. She's probably at some point given up in her life because of all the bad things that's happened to her. But, she will bounce back. She's a wallflower, okay? So you've probably felt in your life that you've been here at some point, where you were coming from a place of limited potential. You became shy or you were always shy. And unfortunately, shy people do get attacked, okay? When you're confident and people don't mess with those people. It's just the way it goes. That's unfortunately human nature, you know? But you were withholding. You didn't even want to like get to know people probably because you just knew that they weren't gonna like you. Now, they've done a really bad job on this card. They should have put this woman. So if you see there's a shadow of a woman here, she's completely the opposite. She's watching her. She's confident, she's out there, she's shaking her body, she doesn't care. So maybe that was what you were supposed to become in this life. Maybe you've had many lifetimes of this, you know, and it's like something you need to break free of, you know. Now, if you are at the point of watching this reading very confident and have overcome this, then wonderful, wonderful. You're totally doing what you're supposed to do. This card caught me a little off guard. We have long distance, foreign themes, and distance. I really was like, why is this card coming out? You know, I feel like there could be some people who have chosen this who have literally been hated on by their culture and they've had to go long distance with it. So if there's anybody here who's watching who is not like born in like a first, you know, a world country like America or Canada, you could have been not liked for your ethnicity and you've had to travel for this. That's kind of the first thing that came up to my head. The other thing that came up to my head maybe felt like you've always felt very distant, you know, like an off-worlder, you know, like not like this is your home. And people maybe feel like they don't like you for that, you know, because they can see it and feel it in your energy that you don't belong here. And that could come out by, you know, being shy, being introverted, not wanting to be a part of the group, not wanting to go anywhere. That's how it can show. Usually I find people who don't feel comfortable here on this planet, they'll tend to spend a lot of time on their own. Look at this girl. She's on a rock looking at the water. Stay away from drama today. That's what the bottom says. She just wants to be alone. So you're hard to reach in a way. People don't like this about you. And I think people do have possibly called you weird, okay? They've possibly called you weird. A high priestess will do that. She will go off on her own. She'll enjoy her own company. She doesn't care to shoot the SHIT. She doesn't care to put up these fake, you know, interactions. She doesn't care about that. She doesn't care to be liked. She doesn't care to be known, which is interesting, you know. It's interesting because on the contrary, that should really attract people to you, you know, but you know, we're still, you know, hovering in 4D at this point, okay? So it's interesting with this pile. Again, you know, you're a very interesting person. You know, you're just probably learning a lot right now at this point in time, you know, but people not liking you, that's also probably taught you a lot about yourself, you know, and what to do about it and how to go forth and, you know, again, create those boundaries, create those, you know, situations that separate you from that, you know, like it's not important. It's not, I don't care to be like, I'm unique. I'm me, you know, but I will say though, please don't stop giving your love though, because your love is very intense and whoever you are giving it to, it does change them to some degree. So I really do feel like with this pile, you will be rewarded. You know, when you do your life review, you've probably done a lot of good things for humanity, including charity or giving to people less fortunate. And that does have a trickle effect. I want you to know it's not for nothing, okay? So let's pick up a crystal here and let's get into some more specific situations of why people don't like you. Now, if nothing resonates with the remote viewing, don't knock the rest of the reading. Also understand that not every reading can resonate, okay? That would be absurd. So just check back in a couple weeks and we will continue to read. Okay, let's just go here into remote viewing. Okay, I feel like with this pile, parents were the first bullies. Parents were the first bullies. Did not like you, did not act like they liked you. There could have been even some abuse here. Oh, wow. I don't really have anything to say with that as far as advice. I don't want to say why that happened. I just feel like it's not your fault. Please stop taking it on. There's nothing wrong with you. It wasn't you. It was something else. And I'm not going to get into that because, you know, that's a reading for another day. But I just want you to know it's nothing to do with you. So if you have a burden here with how, you know, parents have treated you, Because I mean, those people are supposed to love you, right? So, you know, it can obviously mess with you, but you need to understand that it's not you. It was not you. And I think there could be even some people here who are adopted. I'm definitely picking that up. People who are adopted, who have felt like with the long distance, they didn't connect maybe even to their family. Now that card makes sense a little to me. There's no connection to family. I feel all alone, I'm feeling like. Or if, you know, you could feel adopted with your own real parents too. I mean, I didn't understand mine at all. I was like, I have nothing in common with these guys. But anyways, that's a story for another day. What else? Okay, there's a lot of people here who have done kindness for others, who ask nothing for it in return. I don't know why that's coming out, because I know this is a reading about not being liked, but I'm being told that like you will be rewarded for that. Not that you did it for a reward, but you touched those people's lives, and by doing that, it was like a trickle effect where they ended up going out and doing something good because of how you were nice to them. I'm just feeling like, thank you for being so nice to me, because I didn't even get that much in my life, but you were the one who was nice to me and it touched me, and now I almost want to go out and do good. So it's like a ripple effect. Interesting. Okay, I'm feeling like someone here could have had one friend who has really done them over really bad. And I'm talking about really bad, okay? Like maybe destroyed reputations, really tried to kind of like out this person or even create like a campaign against them. And I'm being sarcastic, but I'm feeling like this person who may have done this, they have an attachment to them. That's why they did that. And when I say attachment, there's some sort of a darkness that's recognizing the light in you. And it's not them, it's the darkness that lays within them that is feeding off of your light and wants to destroy it. So if anybody has experienced anything with a friend who really went to the nines with trying to destroy them, this is for you. Okay, I'm feeling like there could be people here who don't like you because you are not trying to fit in with our group. I don't know if this is through work. I don't know what this is. I feel like people are trying to kind of offer you or try to talk to you or try to offer you to go out somewhere and you keep saying no. They don't like this. They think you're being rude and they think that you're too good for them. I don't know what this is. It feels like a group setting. Again, I don't know if this is work, but I mean, I think for you, it's not even like that. I think you just don't want to even get close with people at work. Or you sense that there's something not right within them that you don't trust, so you're staying away. Some of you could have an older woman, like I want to say older, like she's probably like maybe 55 and up, who I feel like does not like you at all, wants you almost to be like, I don't know if you're like, some of you could be like a mother-in-law, but she just doesn't like you. She senses something. She doesn't get along with you. You're just not the type of personality she ever hoped for. And it's not like you're trying to break up like her son and her. It's just, I think she hoped for something different. So there's some of you could have a mother-in-law who just doesn't like you. She's not being difficult. She legit does not like you, okay? Okay. Some of you who's watching could have a very uniqueness about you. Like maybe there's like, how do I say this? I don't know if it's like a psychic energy or if it's like you're doing something that works with like, when people bash like people who are in spiritual jobs and they say that they're a tree hugger. This is what I'm seeing. I feel like people don't like you because they don't understand what you do. Some of you watching do something different for a living. And I don't care if it's like holistic healing. I don't care if it's you're a psychic. I don't care if it's like I don't know, work with empowering women. Like it's off. It's something that's like different. Like this is different. People can't understand it. They don't understand what you do. And it could be new age as well too, where it's not like your typical job. So people don't know how to make sense of it. Or maybe that's where your passions lie and you're giving all your efforts to it. And they're just like, how are you going to survive? Like there's a lot of nasty comments coming forth about it. These people are not supportive. They're not supportive. They don't like you for that reason. It's like weird to them. Like you followed your passions or something along those lines. Okay, I'm going to put this out there. There could be some women who are watching this pile who have felt like men have been very aggressive towards them. And I mean aggressive, okay? Physically even. This is something of a common theme that's happened in your life. I want you to also know that it's nothing to do with you. It was, again, the light. So again, with this pile who has picked this, you've suffered much through life with people trying to maybe even out you or even take out your life, okay? You're getting stronger. You're going to be just fine. Don't be scared by what I'm saying. But I have to put it out there so that you can understand that this is your pile for a reason, okay? You need to be validated that this has happened. This is real, but it's not you. Again, it's the light you hold. Okay, guys, that's all I have for pile 5. Wow. Let me know again, if there's anything that resonated. If you liked it at all, please consider subscribing. By doing so, I can pick up better on your energy moving forward with future picker cards. But I wish you all the best. Please keep doing what you're doing. You're beautiful, you're special, you're wonderful, you're loved, you're needed, you're everything. And you will find you where you will do well, okay? So this was your reading. Thanks, guys. Wow.